Welcome to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes D&D 5th Edition actual play campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running our game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Wilhelm von Kessel, the human swashbuckler rogue who's trying his best, and we're here today with our good friends.
Jill Denitis playing Rudy Whitaker, the shifter Eldritch Knight, mom to all.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the angel killer.
We are the Dungeon Dudes, and Kelly and I post new videos here on YouTube every Thursday where we cover everything D&D, including advice for players and guides for Dungeon Masters. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any of our content.
You can also join us on Tuesdays when we broadcast the campaign right here on YouTube from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check us out as an audio-only podcast as well.
And with that, let us return to Drakkenheim.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide, once and for all, the fate of Drakkenheim.
When last we left our heroes, Pluto, Wilhelm, and Rudy had led the assault on the Cathedral of St. Vitruvio to bring the end to the followers of the Falling Fire. Leading the forces of the Hooded Lanterns and the Silver Order, and joined by Ophelia Reed, the High Paladin Uriel Radley, as well as Elias Drexel, they crashed through the outer defenses of the presented by the followers of the Falling Fire, defeated 2 angels, although the dragon Minozoron sustained heavy damage over the course of the battle and was sent back. And now, having secured the outside of the cathedral, they made their way into the inner sanctum, where they encountered Eliza von Kessel once again. But they convinced her not to stand with the followers of the Falling Fire, and the young woman departed to be dealt with at another time. Finding most of the remaining followers of the Falling Fire in the Cathedral of St. Vitruvio itself were non-combatants, our heroes struck down the last remaining resistance and now all the remaining forces are taking control of the cathedral. It is not a pretty sight. And in the midst of all of this, with the Hooded Lanterns and the Silver Order being brought in and securing everything, Elias Drexel first comes up to you, Wilhelm, and says, "Your Majesty, I'm sorry for my doubt. I was just very shocked to see Eliza."
I am sorry that I was so harsh with my words towards you, Elias. I understand how shocking that probably was for you. It was just really poor timing. We were standing before a bunch of people that we were trying to convince of something, and you showed it. I understand. It was just bad timing, and so I had to cut it short, and I apologize. It's something that deserves a longer discussion.
We're having a bit of an issue with some of the Silver Order Knights. There's a little bit of violence that is happening as members of the Silver Order are we've had to have several of the Silver Order soldiers stop them from killing some of the prisoners.
And rightly so. They have no right to do that right now.
Is Uriel Radley in this discussion at all? Or is he elsewhere?
He can be brought into this discussion.
I'm going to call Uriel Radley over.
Send for him.
Uriel Radley says, "Your Majesty,
Uriel, I need you to control your men. Under no circumstances are prisoners to be harmed. These are innocent people who were misguided. They have the right to their lives and to their safety.
Your Grace, I completely agree with you. I'm doing my best, but the incident was a few of my soldiers ran afoul of some former members of the Silver Order who turned on us. And in the process, in the midst of all this battle, it's some passions have been riled up and some anger has come out. And I'm doing my best to keep all this on order, but this is one of the things that I know even the Divine Matriarch was worried about. This type of stuff turns into hate really fast.
Uriel, any members that are found and taken prisoner who were once people that were under your command or friends of your troops here today, the Hooded Lanterns will see to them and will handle their imprisonment. Under no circumstances do we want any more violence than is necessary. So if you're vetting the prisoners, make sure to hand over anybody that you think could cause a problem to the Hooded Lanterns, please.
I know that you want help dealing with Lucretia Mathias, but Your Majesty, I think that I should remain up here to control the situation.
I agree. I think we need to get to the bones of Argonath, which means that Ophelia Reed may need to come with us. But it can be us three and Ophelia, if that suits you, so that you and Uriel can take care of things up here and make sure your troops stay in order.
Yuri rather says, you really want to be the ones that bring her in. Lucretia Mathias, I can trust you with that?
You can.
Well, what happens down there, all right. But you let me know if you need me. And if she gives you any trouble, I won't take no nonsense from her.
Understood.
Uriel Radley says, I don't know. If we want to have any chance of convincing people to give up this farce, we have got to bring that woman back to Lumen. I'm already seeing it. It's clear as day to me that this whole thing is going to be a mess. I'm sorry, Wilhelm, but you might be taking flack for this for the rest of your reign.
There's no way that no matter what choice I made, Uriel, there was going to be a mess from the outcome of Drakkenheim that would affect the rest of my reign. And no matter what way you shake it, we can go back and say the what ifs, and what if I had chosen this or that? What if I had aligned with Lucretia Mathias and stood against the sacred flame? Well, that would haunt me for the rest of my reign then as well. There was no
As it damn
easy
well
choice.
should. I'm glad that you stood with us in the end, and we're doing the right thing. I know it doesn't feel right. Tell you, I know the Silver Order's had its share of a checkered history, but through most of our days, we were founded to bring down Mageborn. That's true. But our best years were where we were doing the right thing, fighting against forces beyond this world. And I don't want to continue being an inquisition for the Divine Matriarch. I want to go back to what I always believed in, which was fighting for the truth and protecting this world. And I ultimately believe that we're correct. This delirium ain't no good coming from it. Not one bit. It mutates the body, twists the mind, but it also corrupts the soul. And it fills well-intended people with the wrong ideas. And I just want you to bear in mind that there is no using this thing. There is no, as far as I'm concerned, there is no middle ground to be had when it comes to delirium. Every last shred of it on this earth must be destroyed. Because you see, even with all these followers of the Fallen Fire, I don't think they've done wrong. But they got the wrong idea. It twists things in a subtle way. And it's the same thing with all them mages up in that tower. Mark my words. You ain't going soft on the followers of the Fallen Fire today, and I respect that. And I hope when it comes time to deal with the Academy, you're not going to go soft on me either.
I don't plan to.
Just remember, Uriel, all around, they're people. I get it. But they are people.
Just pitting my characters
A
against.
bit of empathy goes a long way.
Put to you this way, Baroness Whitaker.
That's your title.
I know.
I reckon, could we have shown them a couple more ounces of mercy? Certainly. But I don't know if they would have given it up without a little bit of push. Not today. You saw.
Not saying there's no room for pushing. I'm just saying a bit of understanding from their perspective. Not saying you have to change yours, but understanding where they're coming from can lead you to a lot more kindness overall. Sometimes, oh yeah, you gotta push.
As I said, just don't go soft on me. Not now. We already had a close enough call. But you're right, we can't just... It's bad enough that we've spilled any amount of blood around this sacred place. I hope you're all ready for what comes next.
I hope so too, Uriel.
Yeah.
All right. Commander Drexel, let's go get our troops in line. Ophelia Reed, High Flamekeeper. Do what you gotta do.
Ophelia, are you okay?
I will be.
I
It's
think.
been a hard day.
Thank you for being here. I know that, like I said, you didn't have to be, but I appreciate your presence. And Rudy was right to call upon you when Eliza was there. And I think if we get another chance to talk to Eliza, it would mean a lot to me if you could have some words with her. I think your guidance and your light could go a long way to help Eliza find a place in this world.
Yeah, I hope so. I just wish that... I guess she's not... There's still a lot for her to figure out. She hasn't come down on anyone's side yet. Thank the flame for that. Pluto,
Yeah.
you were down in these catacombs. We've searched the rest of the cathedral. We can only conclude that Lucretia Mathias must be hiding down there.
Did I go in these catacombs?
Yeah,
This is where you pulled the blade Ignatius.
They Sebastian.
Oh my god, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
Welcome home, good friend.
That's when we chose the academy over the over
Ignatius has been pretty quiet. The blade hasn't burned with radiant fire over what it's had to do here. And the conflict, and you can even sense the conflict within the blade from how quiet it's become. This is its home. This is where its purpose is most sacred. And the blade's sense of truth is hard to pierce through this type of muddy conflict.
Well, you said once that the blade doesn't really differentiate like dedication to the flame as either the falling fire or
Yeah.
the... So what Ignatius probably sees is a bunch of faithful people murdering a bunch of faithful people.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, there's.
Ignatius, yeah,
If-
I'd be
if-
quiet too.
If Ignatius was a teenager, the amount of like emo songs that would be playing right now, like there's so much angst and conflict.
Got his what is it? Noise canceling headphones. He's like la 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 la. I'm not seeing this.
Ignatius does say, I am here with all my brother and sister relics. I feel the bones of Argonath calling, stirring. There will be truth then.
Their belief in the sacred flame has not changed.
There is no doubt, the blade says, of their conviction. They truly believe what they believe.
And we need to stop more from dying. I can't let another fall. Ooh.
Listen, Pluto, death is a natural part of the world. All right.
Is that how you sleep at night?
Yes.
Well, this is natural.
Rudy's old gods, okay?
You know, it's I after today, we will take a long rest
Yeah,
and
probably.
meditate
Sounds very ominous.
mechanically and figuratively to really try to come to terms with what happened. But right now we have to stop what is essentially a heretic. Or I should say, what's a good word?
That is the word.
Great.
A cult leader
A cult leader.
of
guess
evil
A
cultists.
heretical cult leader would be
A heretical cult leader who has manipulated cultists to her cause.
Who have now gone too far. And we must bring them back.
With
all
our
right.
flame.
Let's head down.
I free you!
You guys have all healed up. You got everything that you're ready for.
I hope so. Can I have 18 potions of
No,
invulnerability?
you have a great... There's a great speech that I think you want to do.
What?
We head into the depths of this cathedral, searching for some dragon bones. In between us and our goal stands the heretic Lucretia Mathias, and possibly a super angel. But we
Yeah.
have fought through all of this, not to stop now, but to be resolute in our goals, to be absolute in our path forward, and to get those dragon bones so that it can be resurrected for our cause, so that we can cleanse this city once and for all of delirium. We can do this.
I'm with you.
And I still have the 20 HP, but
How many times a
So
day
it's-
can you do that?
I mean, I guess. Oh, is this the same day?
Yeah.
You can do it during a long rest. I think a short rest or a long rest. Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, the inspiring leader is every short rest.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. 22?
You guys all get 22. I still have
Keep
your
yours.
20, so I'm keeping that because
Keep
I still have
yours.
advantage. as
Yeah,
long
that
as
gives
I
you
have it.
super advantage. I mean, if you're gonna kill an angel, you need advantage.
Yeah.
And Ophelia's with us, so the plan to hopefully get her to banish the angel is still in play.
I forgot my owl. Every time, Houdini. He's fine.
Houdini has died a lot. He's probably.
I'm giving him a rest.
He's
he
getting
needed,
his
he needed a
rest.
long rest.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Yep.
Okay. Are you taking the east set of stairs or the west set of stairs?
I say we split up.
Me and Houdini will go this way. You guys go that way.
Yes.
We'll meet in the middle.
No, okay, let's go.
Well, you've been here before. What's down what? Where?
Yeah, do you remember the exact layout of everything? Get us to the dragon bones.
What's the
Look,
Ignatius, can you give us directions to
the
in your
hardest
house?
part is that this is it's like a maze. Every time you come, it changes. So there's no way to know. So I guess we'll just have to guess.
That's true.
Ignatius isn't telling me I can't lie right now. He's too sad. So I can lie more now.
We'll go down the east.
I don't know, guys. I just don't know.
Is there
okay?
is there
Pluto's
anything
good.
around here that like gives us information?
Is there a
Is there a
sign
map?
that
Is there arrows?
Bones.
You recall that the understructure is a big loop, right? So
Yeah.
like it
Come on.
all
Anyway
loops
you go.
back around.
Yeah, it just goes
Right.
back around.
Does Pluto remember? Because we did go down to Argonath's bones.
Yes.
For a moment.
You recall that both ways, if you either go down, like there's one pathway that has the statue of the Archangel Michael and one that has the statue of the Archangel Gabriella. Both of them you go south and that'll lead you, they all reconnect back to the Shrine of Saint Vitruvio underneath. And then there, from there, you kind of bounce those mirrors and are able to access the bones of Argonath.
Okay, I have another question, and I don't want to metagame here. Does Pluto remember any other details about Argonath's chamber?
Pluto's took a lot of hits to the head.
Any warnings that he might know? Okay, all right.
I can barely remember what happened 30 minutes ago.
Then neither do I.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I know a few things.
I know.
Oh,
I remember
yeah, you
nothing.
do.
I remember nothing. This
I-
was like how many?
Oh my
episodes ago?
gosh.
But I'm going to try my
Hundreds.
best not to metagame there, so I'm just gonna.
I confidently walked down the stairs,
It's been a year.
Okay.
remembering the path to the bones of a dragon.
All right. You head down into the cathedral catacombs, right? This is an ancient burial crypt for the former paladins and flamekeepers who pledged their life in service to the sacred flame, many of whom died defending Drakkenheim over the many years. And as you recall, many of the doors in this chamber are sealed with special light-sensitive apertures that when you come down the stairs, you see this great statue of the Archangel Gabriella who is holding a mirrored shield. And there's a beam of light coming down on Gabriella. And what you can actually see is that the statue has articulated arms to move the shield to a 45-degree angle, which then sends the beam of light down the hallway.
Yeah.
And as you recall, there were mirrored shields throughout the rest of the complex.
Yes.
Right, that could be used to open
Door and corners
Yes.
and all that stuff.
Ostensibly, someone else has already opened all of these to get through. Like they way back when you, Veo, and Sebastian opened this all up, and then it would have been closed up again, and then since reopened, and so you can see that the shields, in fact, are placed where they would have opened the way forward. And so I'm not going to make you solve this puzzle again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah.
My guy, I get a buy. My level 19 gets a buy on the
Yeah.
puzzle that I solved
Yeah.
15 levels ago.
And so you pass by the various crypts of the founders of the Cathedral of St. Vitruvio, where the tombs of the various paladins are kept. Through the west, there's several sets of tombs that are illuminated with soft candles, and especially because there was an intervening period where it seems that in the period of time since you took the cathedral back, there have been cleanup operations here, and many of the burial sites that you remember the mummies attacking you, those have all been reconsecrated. And so, and passing down towards where the tomb of Saint Vitruvio actually is, you pass by also where you remember is the Von Kessel vault here, where the king's will and other artifacts of House Von Kessel were kept securely with the church, including like lineage records and the blood reliquaries of the ancestry of House von Kessel.
Do we need those?
I think that you'd already collected them way back when.
All right.
Got him.
And so,
Good for us. Good job.
traveling
Princess.
down the way, you come down the hallway from this direction. And here, so here's what is not in place. The door here is closed.
Can I add something?
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know. Because I'm wearing the Helm of Patron Saints, I can see invisible creatures and objects within 60 feet.
Yep, that's cool.
Okay. It is cool. Thank you for acknowledging my cool helm.
You've come down,
Just in
and
case it-
what you can imagine here is that this hallway curved to the left here, and then it curved back up that way, which is the
Yeah.
staircase that you came down. The mirrored shields that were used to open the doors have been left at the intersections where they're needed, but this aperture door to the tomb of Saint Vitruvio is still closed. So
And it has a hole in it, right? To let
yes,
the light
that
through.
you kind of aim the mirror down and bounce it. So it seems like this door, in order to open this door further, the two mirrors that are still in the hallway, someone's going to need to go and pick them up and bounce the light from Gabriella down here to open this door. And it would necessitate two people to do that.
Split the party.
You guys want to do it? You're strong.
Actually, I'm not strong. Than my.
So is it just that we need light to come through?
Once the light's on it, could all of us go through the door?
Yes, once the light's on it, the door is opened.
I summon a giant weasel.
Okay.
And a tiger. And an axebeak. Working
Okay.
together. Can a tiger, axebeak, and a weasel hold the mirrors for us?
Sure.
Do you want me to go up there and...
Supervise? Probably not. They're a good group.
Okay.
The
I am-
weasel rides the tiger beside the axebeak. I
think basically you kind of have to get the animals to stay there and just prop the mirror up.
So what ends up happening is Pluto summons 3 wild animals and then goes off for like 10 minutes, and you hear him being like, "No, stay.
Stay.
No, hold this. Hold it. Okay, I'm going over there to get the other one."
Yeah.
And
I
like,
said, hold. Weasel, come back here. Weasel.
Ophelia offers to hang back and bounce the last one to open the way so that you guys can be at the front of the door.
so you and 3 animals accomplish getting one of the mirrors. Ophelia does the second.
No, the 2 mirrors are over here. It's like the two and then that one.
You only need to bounce 2 points to open this door.
Yeah, they're boop, boop.
Okay.
But it's okay, you went off for 10 minutes and
So
started
me and my
this-
group of trusty, look,
Yeah, you did it.
you're just jealous.
No, you did it.
Yeah,
Thank
I know
you.
I did it. And it wasn't strength, it was my mind that did it.
Can I open the door now?
I solved the puzzle.
Yeah, we can open the door as long as the weasel keeps holding the mirror.
The weasel's on top of the tiger, holding it with his little...
And the axebeak is supervising.
Yes.
Great, we got
Okay.
the door open.
Okay.
We did it.
The door opens to the
You're
tomb
welcome,
of Saint
guys. You're
Vitruvio.
welcome. Jeez.
This is a circular room with a marbled colonnade, each pillar set with a lighted torch. There are murals on the walls depicting the deeds and battles of the valiant paladin Saint Vitruvio, and a life-size statue of the man in the center of the room.
He looks like you.
Yeah, he is clad in the armor that, well, pretty much the helm, the shield, and the sword that, not the same armor that Pluto's wearing, but similar gear is there.
Ah, they were expecting me.
I think this was here a
I
lot
knew it.
longer
I
before
know,
you
I
were
know,
born.
I know.
Vitruvio's arms are outstretched, and there are aperture lenses in Vitruvio's arms, and you can see that his eyes are crystal glass. And he has been turned so that his hands face the doors and his head faces the southernmost wall, which, as you recall, You bounce both the beams into his hands, and then it comes out his eyes onto the wall, which opens the way to Argonath's rest.
And is it currently reflecting that light?
No, because like Ophelia set the shield down, and the animals have kind of like walked away. Like, so but you've opened this room. And waiting in this room is the Archangel Zariel. Her angelic form, she sits with her radiant bow and dancing blade at her side. And as you open the door to the room, the angel stands and says, "You are coming to take her, yes?"
Yes.
Yeah.
You are sure of this?
We are.
Yeah.
I'm sure it needs to be done.
How will you judge her?
She will be judged by the flame.
Not
It's
bad.
not up to us.
Not by us.
The divine matriarch of the sacred flame will hold judgment for her.
A mortal to speak for the flame, yes?
The one chosen. Do you have a different opinion, Angel?
I am here by a will that is strong, a conviction unquenchable, a belief unshakable. Who can say what the future holds? Who can hold the sword of judgment, the scales of justice, the shield of truth? Who can see, sort out what is too bright to see and what is too dark to know? Nevertheless, I am here with a purpose, and that purpose is to guard the one who called me here against all who would take her from this place.
Do you have a choice?
I will fulfill the purpose that I was called for.
We have a purpose too.
Then our purposes are at oppositions, and let our blades clash, and in that we shall see whose purpose rings true.
I'm scared.
That's a super angel.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh god. I don't know. This thing scares the heck out of
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I get it, man.
Okay, guys, go all out.
Don't hold anything back. Wish him into oblivion.
Ophelia Reed casts Bless on you all.
Oh yay.
Ah.
We got a D4 on ability checks and attack rolls, but not saving throws.
Well, you do. Well, you get
Wilhelm?
advantage.
Oh, 26.
3.
3. And Pluto?
10. I thought I
rolled a 1, and I only have a +2.
Yeah, I only have a +1. I hear you. I feel you, Rudy. But hey, nice hit points.
Okay.
Tank and arrow.
Oh, whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw, it's not ability
So
checks.
not
sorry.
ability checks.
All right.
Get my D4.
Ophelia Reed says, I will try to send it back to the eternal realms where it was born forth from. But I can already feel that that Lucretia's power holds it here very strongly. It might take me a few tries to get it done.
We will try to weaken it.
We believe in you too.
You've got this, Ophelia.
It has a very powerful resistance. If there's anything that you can do to get through that, to weaken it, it'll really make my odds better.
Is there anything we could like just kill
Look,
it?
I asked about like necrotic swords or a spray, like a Windex thing.
What Ophelia is doing, is there any reason she would need buffing rather I guess, compared to debuffing the angel.
Okay. What Ophelia Reed is going to try to do is cast Banishment on this angel. This legendary angel, which has legendary resistance, which means that it will automatically succeed the first 4 saving throws it fails.
Okay.
So, and Ophelia Reed, so that you know, Ophelia Reed has 5 castings of Banishment that she can do.
So if we have any other way to force the angel to make a saving throw and burn...
So that means that the angel will automatically succeed at least 4 saves, and then the angel's plus 10 bonus versus Ophelia's DC 20 means that it still has a 50-50 shot of making the roll. So anything you have to even the odds, better bring it into play.
I have a crossbow and a sword. What do you guys have?
I have
my
I have less. I only have a sword. I don't even have a crossbow. You got a crossbow?
I have my sharp tongue.
It's not. None of this is gonna do anything.
Good luck.
Barbs.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck with... I mean it.
Okay. Sorry.
Seriously, good luck to us.
Okay. Anything else?
We're
Anything
gonna need
else?
it.
We're gonna need it.
Alrighty.
It's okay, guys. I have wish.
All right.
I told you my initiative, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Zariel begins by drawing back her slaying bow
She beat my initiative.
as her flying sword flies forward. And the who's the first one there? Rudy?
Rudy.
Rudy.
Oh, Rudy.
All right, Rudy, I get a 34 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. You take 22 slashing damage and 36 radiant damage. And then as the flying sword crashes into you, a slaying arrow strikes you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
D4. Add a D4.
$21.
You make your save! Okay. Alrighty. You take no damage. You avoid the arrow shot.
I'm so scared of everything.
Oh, we do.
Like, already this is too intense of a combat encounter. I need it over. Come on, guys. Let's go. Why isn't it dead yet, guys?
Okay. Wilhelm, you're first.
Woo-wee. Alright. Alright.
Our purpose is strong. Believe it.
We have conviction and swords. We all have swords, right?
We all have swords. We may not have angels, but we have faith in ourselves and our purpose.
Running up, I'm going to blast it with the energy sword. So I swing Varenthorn, shooting a beam of energy towards the angel. Getting a 22 before I add my bonus, which is a plus 17.
That just hits.
With the 17 involved? 22 plus 17.
39.
30.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
okay, that hits definitely.
Okay, that was over 30. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. I thought you
Over
said it was a
30.
22.
22 before I added my,
Yeah.
my, my
Okay.
bonus.
We're gonna find the angel. Angel's weakness.
45 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to attack again. 33.
Also a hit.
23 more damage.
Okay.
I'm going to action surge. That's going to be another over 30. 37.
Okay.
Nice.
That's going to hit again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
31.
Okay.
Nice.
And then that was my 4 action, or my 2 actions. I'm going to use a bonus action. Rudy or Pluto? Yeah, that was right. It sounded weird in my head. Rudy or Pluto, do either of you want to move?
No.
As a reaction.
Charge!
Okay.
40 feet.
All right, that is my first turn.
As your array of attacks strike at the angel, beams of radiant light fire out from the wounds that you inflict upon it, Wilhelm, and I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
You fail.
Lucky. Same.
Okay, you are blinded, save ends.
Okay. All right.
Blinded, what's that do?
I have disadvantage on all attacks against her, and she has advantage on all attacks against me.
Yeah. So you're blinded until you make a successful DC 25 con save.
Oh,
25?
You can do it.
I can. I can do it.
Okay.
You don't have a hit points?
No, I do.
Oh.
I've taken no damage.
Alrighty. So,
Is that advantage on saving throws as well?
Yeah.
Pluto, it's your turn.
Saving throws.
You want to see Pluto's big turn?
Yeah.
First, I touch the king, and I cast Greater Restoration.
Oh, so he's not blinded anymore.
My eye!
I action surge, and I leap into the air at the creature, and foregoing one of my attacks, I'm gonna let over here take a shot at him. So as I engage the creature, my first attack, I'm gonna just like distract him.
Ah!
I might be regretting the attack him. I'm gonna use my commander strike.
Yeah, I hit. And I'm going to use my sneak attack on that.
Okay.
Plus a D12.
Oh, plus a d12.
Ooh.
Do I even have a d12? Oh, look, a d12. Who knew? I never
This is your
used
first,
them.
first time rolling at this campaign.
Yeah, I think this is my first
Welcome
time
to the
rolling
club.
a d12 this whole campaign. All right. So, 47 more damage.
Okay.
Nice. Nice hit.
Thanks, buddy.
I take a swing at the angel. I get a 22.
Does hit.
And I want him to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 21.
Is this a frightened effect?
No. Oh, right here. Let me just check. You tell me if he actually...
What's the effect?
It is goading attack.
Okay. So I fail the save, and I'm going to use one of my legendary resistances to succeed instead.
Okay. He can do that. And I'm going to do some damage, but then I'm going to do one more attack, and I definitely hit, so 2 hits with the D12. Burned one of his things. 18 plus 24, 42.
Okay.
42 damage.
Nice. Man, together we just did like almost 100.
You did a ton of damage. Keep doing it.
I'm going to try.
Okay. Anything else, Pluto?
That was basically, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That's all I can do.
The flying greatsword swirls back from Rudy and crashes into your back, Pluto,
Oh,
getting a 30 to hit
yuck.
for 22 slashing and 36 radiant.
Ow. 36. Ow.
And Rudy, where were you?
All right, I'm gonna move up. Can I get 40? All right.
You're 5 feet away.
Oh no!
Hold on, let me just make sure I counted that because you were here. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Will you let me use my action surge 30 and do all my attacks in one?
You want to do
6 attacks.
6 attacks? Just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go
I teleport. Beep, boop,
the last 5 feet.
Yep.
and then take
Kind of misjudged that, but that's okay.
6, 6 goes. Here we go.
Come on, crit.
Almost. 30.
Okay, roll all the hits.
19.
Okay, 19 is a miss.
25.
That's a hit, so 2 hits.
No, it was a 6 on the die, so no.
Okay.
I got 3 more
2 more.
after the.
2 misses so far, 2 hits.
This is a miss.
Okay,
And,
last shot.
25 to hit.
3 hits, 3 misses. Not bad.
Okay.
Take it.
Is a 6 on the die? Don't you have a plus 16, right?
No.
Did you roll your d4s?
-5.
Oh, -5.
I didn't.
Right, not 2024 rules.
Um,
Right, you do add
Yeah.
a D4 to all of those.
okay.
Would any be close enough?
One of them.
Okay, roll it.
Yeah. It was a, sorry.
Was it a 19, one of them?
One of them
a
was a
19.
19.
A 2?
Then 2 of them then.
Okay.
Because one of them was 6 plus.
Okay, then that would be another
17.
hit.
So the other one that would have been, if I get a 3 or more on this, then. A 3.
Okay,
Okay.
2 more hits.
So wait, 5 hits then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hits, Rudy.
1,
Do you need a die?
3. I'll roll 2 at a time, actually, just so I'm not overdoing it. On the first 2 hits, 53.
Mm-hmm.
2 more. There's 4 hits. 5 hits.
5 hits.
And the next 2 hits, 50.
Okay.
And then on the last melon, 22.
Okay. It is grievously wounded, but still going.
Hey, we're doing it.
Taking action. That's what happens when 3 fighters action surge, 9 level fighters action surge on 1 target.
And one of them has
Yeah.
double chance.
With its last
for,
legendary action, it calls its, it slams its great sword. What it does with its last legendary action, is it unleashes a radiant teleport, moving over here.
Okay. Hey!
And all of you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
With for D4s. Don't forget your
Get
D4s.
that D4.
And still advantage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
What is these noises that I'm hearing from you
Because I
guys?
keep my hands are a bit sticky. I'm nervous. They're sweaty. I'm gonna re-roll using Indomitable.
I get a 32.
You succeed and take no damage.
Yes. I got 3 and a 2.
20.
You fail.
20.
You just stood there.
I ate it.
You looked right at it and went, oh! As it like just hit.
I accept all of the radiant teleport slashing thing. I walked into it. I tried to dodge and I walked into it. I rolled
How'd you do?
3,
20, and it's a fail.
and then I re-rolled Indomitable and got a 2.
Because I re-rolled with Indomitable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
20 was a fail.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay. So those of you that fail take 50 radiant damage,
Yikes.
and those of you that exceed take 25.
I take none.
Okay. Because yeah,
Ouch.
it's half on a dexterity save. Then Ophelia Reed says, "Back to the heavens with you!" And she tries casting banishment on it. And the angel fails the save, but uses a legendary resistance.
So that's 2 legendary resistances
Yeah.
gone.
Okay,
out of
okay,
4.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then the angel gets its turn. Now that it's bloodied, it is mad. So
Uh-oh.
Are any of you bloodied?
No, not. I'm close, but I'm not.
Is any both Pluto and Rudy are wounded?
Yeah, I'm at 176.
Okay.
No way.
I'm at 176 as well!
Okay.
Look at us eating damage at the same time.
Aw.
Good time.
Alrighty. Pluto, I'm gonna attack you with the
You gonna shoot me in the back with the bow?
yeah. Well, first I'm gonna stab you with the sword.
Oh, okay.
Getting a 34 to hit with the sword.
That's close, but I think it's just a narrow hit.
Okay, so that's gonna be lots of damage again.
If you're below 100
so
hit
it'll
points and you get shot with the bow, you die.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it is
Just wanted to
36
remember.
plus 22 damage total.
I don't think there's much I
So,
can do in that situation.
so that's 58 damage.
Yeah.
And then it shoots you with the bow. Dexterity saving throw.
You got this, D4. You got this, buddy.
The D4 is gone now. Because Ophelia had to use banishment, which is a concentration spell.
Oh, nuts. I loved that D4.
I have to ask a question. I have like a +1 dex save,
Roll a 20.
but I also have my shield. When something attacks me and only me, and it's a dex save, I can impose my shield for a +2.
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah. So you need an 18.
Hah! Indomitable. Hah! I rolled the same thing. Lucky. I don't make it.
Okay. Do you have less than 100 hit points?
I'm close, but no, I have 118 hit points.
So you do not die. You instead take 60 damage.
Ow!
Now you have less than 100 hit
Now
points.
definitely have less than 100.
All right. Everybody who still has action surge, go.
All right.
So, like, what's it feel like getting hit by a bow that kills you?
It feels like being almost dead. Yeah. The arrow strikes you. Like you're turning around and it
Is this Boromir?
it's like
It's
hitting
way
you
worse.
in the heart. Like you feel the arrow, this radiant arrow strike you. Like
It stops my heart for a minute.
Yeah.
Or for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, like because it's made of pure radiant energy, the arrow. So it goes right into your heart, and like you feel, like it just,
Your,
I
like you're about to
am
go into a heart attack.
Resolute.
your soul like leaves your body for a moment and then comes
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Like, Doctor Strange style.
Yeah. So Wilhelm, we're over to you, sir.
Cool, great, love that. Wonderful. Divine this!
It's really hard to kill angels and say cool things. That's the problem.
You angel!
I'm gonna clip your wings.
I hit. That's over 30. And I'm gonna sneak attack.
Sneak old sneaks.
Stab him in the calf. It's surprising. What do we call him? The super angel?
It's technically a solar.
That's what they're called?
A solar, yeah.
It's scary. It's the scariest thing we've ever fought.
54 damage.
Okay.
And one more swing of Varenthorn. 23?
To hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 24 more damage.
Alrighty.
And then
It is pretty beat up.
Then I'm going to back away. So I
Okay.
can do that.
As you back away, it sends the greatsword flying into you, getting a 26 to hit.
Wait, it can do that
Yeah.
as a reaction?
No. It's legendary actions.
Like after your turn.
Is it like
Yeah.
the...
I'm not done my turn.
Oh, you're not done your turn.
I mean,
Sorry.
I mean, it can still do that. Sorry, what did it get?
It got a lot to hit. It got 26.
Cool. I'm going to use my bonus action to... I guess none of you are up to it. Do you want to move again?
Sure.
Or do you want to...
Yeah, get me closer.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to heal you.
Oh, thanks.
Does that
Yeah.
help? Does it help if I heal you? I get 1d10 plus my fighter level, which is 7. Let's just hope. I mean, I'm not putting you over 100. I'm sorry. You get 9. You get 9 hit points.
Okay.
Wait, does that go up at all?
When you get more fighter levels.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
The flying sword, Wilhelm, you take 58 damage.
Yeah, no problem. I don't have my advantage anymore, but, we're okay with that.
Pluto, it's your turn.
Ah! For Caspia. The new paladins of the world. Is that blasphemous to say?
Pretty very, but
Pretty very.
pretty very.
24 to hit.
Okay.
22 hit.
That does hit. 20?
20.
20 or
Yeah,
22?
A 4 plus a 16.
No, that's a miss.
Okay. Then like a 27 to hit.
Okay.
Number 1, first hit, wham! Wisdom saving throw. DC 21.
I actually fail that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I legendary resistance it, and that's bank.
That's it. That's what we do it for. He takes 16 damage.
Okay.
And on the other hit, he takes 17 damage.
Okay.
Die. Just die, Angel. Billy Reed! Use your super magic!
You got any way to make this angel burn a saving throw? Do you want to use another maneuver on another attack?
How many has the angel used? 3?
3
or
out of 4.
Okay.
I could do one. I mean, on my last. I could do goading attack again.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me another DC 21.
I fail. So I succeed.
And you take another 1 damage.
Alrighty. All the legendary resistances are gone.
Open it up for Ophelia Reed to do her.
Rudy, banish her.
I don't have that skill.
Do
Finish
it.
her with a Vorpal sword.
I command you. Yeah. Kill it with your sword that's supposed to chop everything's head off.
Decapitate it.
Can I get up to it? 40?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Rudy. You can
We
do
just
it.
switched places around the room. I backed up.
Yeah.
You guys went in. That's great.
I am going to just keep hitting.
Okay.
Keep hitting.
Crit?
No. 23.
It is a hit.
I feel like you crit so much when you didn't have the sword and you haven't crit. Or
You
you
got
crit
one good
once.
one.
Crit once.
16. So 1. No. 17. So no. Because I'm going to action surge.
Did you action surge last turn?
I have 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wow, fighters. High level fighters.
So that's 3 no's, 1 yes? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
last one just no. 2 more.
2 more hit. 2 more attacks.
Crit!
You decapitate an angel? Rudy.
So technically, it only takes a bunch of extra damage, but that will be enough.
Because it can't be decapitated?
Creatures with legendary resistance are immune to the Vorpal Sword effect
Oh.
of being automatically killed on a crit,
But,
it still lets you do a bunch of additional damage.
so we'll say she chopped off the angel's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
You behead an
Snicker
archangel. And in a blaze of light, just like instead of blood, it's just light. And its body dissipates.
Oh my god, we did it.
Oh!
And I just fall to my knees. I say, that is not something I ever wanted to do.
None of us wanted to do that.
But it had to be done.
Is everybody okay? Pluto, I saw you get shot with a beam of light that exploded your soul out of you.
It stopped my heart for a
Are
minute.
you alright?
I think I'll be okay. But like I keep saying, I need a long rest. But not just a long rest. Like I need to lay down for a week. After all this, there's a lot heavy ways.
Once we
My
bring in
soul.
Lucretia Mathias, you are pardoned for a week. You can take a week
I need
for your own time. We can even teleport you back to Caspia for a week if you want.
I'm gonna take a superior healing potion.
I am going to take a potion as well.
I'm literally like, because we could have died at any time.
Okay, I can
That was
cast.
a good scary fight.
I can cast
Wait, should I not use my potion? Are you doing something?
Prayer of Healing
Okay, I'm not using my potion.
to give you. I mean, it's don't still get ready to use potions. Like I'm not great at these.
No, you're a healer. Let's go.
You get 12 hit points
Each or just him?
each.
Thank you. I do want to go up to Ophelia.
I'm gonna
See
heal
how
for
she's
70.
doing.
So I've used.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough to banish it. I'm sorry you had to do that.
You did. Listen, you did excellent. You did excellent. You're still with us on this, and that means something.
Are we ready for what comes next?
Depends on what comes next, I guess. I'm hoping she just comes with us.
We're not gonna have a chance to rest, right? But we can heal. We can chug a lug.
Yeah, it's Chug-a-Lug night. Let's go.
I'm just gonna down. I literally just bottoms up 3 superior healing potions.
How much is a superior?
40.
40.
How you feeling, Rudy?
I'm alright.
I say we head into this basement. And
Alrighty.
There's no other relics of St. Retruvio down here.
You've
right?
you've
You have all of
collected
them.
all the ones that are
Cool.
that are of not sentimental value.
Okay, I do the what's like a ceremonial thing. Like I kiss its foot, the statue's foot.
Huh?
I rub its toes for good luck. I high five it underneath and go.
I was gonna say, do you know the last time that thing's been washed?
Nothing matters. Nothing matters when you almost die. Onward.
As you step into Argonath's Rest, there is a great spiral staircase that descends down a wide stone chimney in the earth, and which eventually leads to the natural cavern of Argonath's Rest. As you step through the wall that sinks down and into the chamber, you see the inscription that reads, "Here lies Argonath, my brother in battle. Let none disturb his deserved rest, unless great Narcus engulfs Drakkenheim at the end of days."
well, that is why we've come.
And you step down the stone stairway, and the suffocating sulfurous vapors fill your nostrils. Ophelia Reed says, "It's all the natural oils down here. Make sure that you do not use any real flames. They can ignite."
Does Ignatius count as real flames? Or
No.
No, okay.
He's reference.
Good.
You step down into a large cavernous chamber where, resting in a pool of bubbling oil, are the ancient remains of the colossal dragon. The great golden plates of its armored scales still cling to its hulking skeletal remains, though the rest of its flesh has long since decomposed. At the edge of the pool, alone, kneeling in prayer, is Lucretia Mathias. Because here, before the bones of Argonath, the followers of the Falling Fire have relocated all the golden delirium. And it has been placed around Argonath. And kept and almost within the bubbling oils, and the dragon's like rib cage is kind of like cradling the delirium.
I think right away, Wilhelm looks at you two and says, "We need to stop her prayer.
Interrupt it.
She's trying to resurrect Argonath."
Lucretia Mathias stands up as you approach, stopping her chant or what she is saying. "Welcome to Argonath's Rest. Did you do what you needed to do up above?"
Lucretia, this is your last chance to come with us quietly. We have disbanded your people. We have sent your angels back to where they came from. And we have come to take you in.
She sighs. "What will you do with everyone that has followed me?"
I will let them go.
Every single one of them? You will allow them to go freely? You will not let the Silver Order
Those who
persecute them?
Those who did not attempt to kill us and commit crimes of attempted murder against the crown can go free. Those who chose to break the law and attack us, they will have to pay for that crime. But there is no crime here of their faith. that they will be persecuted for.
Not Westamar.
Not in Western.
What they did because they believed something I told them.
Correct.
If I go with you, will you forgive them too?
The people?
Every single one of them, even those who brought arms against you.
Yes. If you come quietly with us now.
Ophelia Reed says, "Are you sure about that, Wilhelm? I don't think Uriel Radley's going to lack that very much."
Well, listen. If they continue bringing arms, that's another story. But there is some power in forgiveness.
I do not want those people to think that we are merciless and are just here to slaughter them. That isn't what we came for. Ophelia, I know that Uriel might be upset with that, but the fact is that we came here to bring Lucretia Mathias in quietly, and if this is how it's done, then I don't see any reason not to.
And Lucretia Mathias says, and the stones of the fallen, what will you do with them?
I will be handing over any golden delirium that we retrieve to Ophelia Reed, who has...
Ophelia Reed's eyes kind of go wide. Your Majesty, you can't give me that decision.
Wow.
You took the other stones that we gave you.
I can't take all of it. I can't. It's not mine to take.
It's no one's to take.
There's spirits in those.
How do we release them?
Isn't that what we were trying to figure out?
Lucretia, how do we let
But I
these souls
can't.
free?
Lucretia Mathias says, the stones must be shattered. But don't do that. Don't. They all died wanting this. Let them...
What would be the harm
Will you...
in burying them in something that doesn't let them grow out of that chest? Grow out of the chest.
Just don't let that monster Sebastian Crow consume them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I won't.
I mean,
I get it.
Wait, he can eat delirium
He eats the souls.
yeah.
out of the golden delirium?
He eats souls in general.
Has he done that?
Ophelia Reed says, what? Yes.
He's done that.
Yeah. He
Once.
has
I don't know.
entered into a deal that I don't think he understood.
Lucretia Mathias says, even now, him and the other warlock, Wrath, traffic with fiends and entities on a path of what I can only imagine is their own damnation of their own making.
Sebastian and Wrath are not a concern of yours.
I have to ask because I need to know like what's gonna happen. Like what is Uriel Radley gonna do to the people that? Because I think Uriel Radley's not gonna let people continue to practice this faith, and so if those people are let free,
I mean, what are they gonna...
I think if they at any point return to their beliefs, he's gonna come after them.
If their beliefs get in our way and put things in danger, then
But
yes.
the whole, but like I mean, am I wrong?
Lucretia Mathias says, I was only the first to see a truth that cannot be put down now that it is out. And all I ask of you at this stage is not mercy for me, for I know that when I see mercy I will have none, but simply that those in your domain who wish and continue to follow my teachings have the freedom to do so. Even if you do not, there will be none left after me who can perform the sacrament. But there will be others but those who have taken it, and those still, don't persecute them for believing that they could have been part of something bigger, because they could have been. had it gone differently.
My battle is not against your beliefs, well, in a way, but it's been in the way you've handled delirium and the way you stood in the way of our goals. I will not persecute anybody unless they stand in the way of our goals and stand against us in destroying delirium.
And our goals are for the benefit of everyone who lives here. Everyone, including those followers. However, it is not for the damnation and destruction of this planet, this world.
I have never relished or done anything other than mourn the inevitability of the sacrifice that our world would make.
No, you've never had the imagination to think outside of what might be possible instead of just your way.
Lucretia Mathias says, I have seen so many possibilities, and that I've searched and thought maybe there could be another way. Doubted so much, but it is written in the very stars. The doom and destruction that delirium will wreak, that these sacred stones, if they are not turned to pure purpose, that is what cannot be stopped. The stones must be turned to the light. If they are not, there will only ever be darkness. But I have faith that so long as some still hold a glimmer of that hope, maybe one day it will change. And so even if my flame is quenched here, and what we started here must be quenched, will be put out, there will remain a flickering candle of hope. And one day, someone will take up that torch and do what you were not brave enough to do. If you will let my followers go freely, every one of them, and you will not allow the Divine Matriarch to destroy the golden stones, or allow them to come into the hands of the Amethyst Academy for their own wretched experiments, or let Sebastian Crow consume them.
How many stones are there?
Hundreds.
So many.
I think these people
Then
deserve,
I can go quietly.
they deserve to try to make their way back to the light.
Very well.
Yeah. I mean, beyond what Uriel Radley will do outside of our control, I can't see why you wouldn't have safe passage through the city. Probably the safest people to walk through the city.
Yeah,
But
if you'll come with us quietly, very well.
Ophelia Reed says,
I think it's fair.
I mean,
going
yeah,
to give her over to Uriel Radley then, and take her back to Lumen, to the Divine Matriarch.
Yes.
This is bigger than us. This involves so many more people. She's brought in so many more people. So it cannot be just on us. But what we can do is make sure that, regardless, Drakkenheim is not the place for them to grab hold of delirium.
I don't know what we're gonna do with all these stones, though.
We'll figure it out.
That's not for discussion in front of Lucretia Mathias.
Can we lock them in here for now?
We can
Right-
We can close the doors.
Right now, I think just
Just moving them away from Argonauts' bones, that would be great. Just in case.
Yeah, we can spread them out of there. Put them in that corner. Put them in that corner. Take a couple outside.
I can arcane lock them in here.
I mean, sure. I feel like our bigger concern is getting Lucretia Mathias right now.
No, yeah. I mean, on our way out.
Sure.
That way, just
Will-
we know that at least
will you,
our part of the deal is.
Will you come with us?
Lucretia Mathias says, there is no point in fighting you. There is no point in us coming to blows.
I wish that had been a thought before we went through all this.
You made your choice.
So did you. And we both have to live with the choices that were made here today.
Are you okay to go up the stairs? Do you need help?
I mean, you're going to help her anyway because you're going to apprehend her.
We can do both.
Yeah, but we can do
give
it-
her like the arms.
We can do it with
on either side of her. and
dignity.
She can, like,
We can do it with dignity.
yeah, she can have dignity.
Yeah, we
I'm gonna
don't.
drag her out.
Yeah, we don't drag her out, but I get Rudy and Pluto to like go on either side of her, and we're going to escort her out.
Alrighty. With that then, the two of you... She's not... There's not much to her.
We could do
she's
the whole, like-
She's a little woman.
We could just like hold her arms and just sort of like pick her up and just like slowly carry her up the stairs.
It almost...
I got it. One grandmother to another.
Do the
As the two of you...
okay.
As
Rudy's got it.
As the two of you take Lucretia Mathias, Ophelia Reed turns to you, Wilhelm. I don't think she's going to survive to go back to Lumen. You can see it right in her. The laugh just left her. She died right there.
It wasn't by our hands.
No, but I think all that kept her going was the faith and the fire. And I don't know if just like a flame when you cut it off from the oxygen. It goes out if you cover it. I don't think she's gonna last very long.
There's nothing we can do about it now, Ophelia.
I think that might be for the best. I don't think it would be. If she goes to Lumen, I don't know if Mercy's gonna let her speak. And if she speaks, who knows? She already escaped once before. You'll have to keep good watch on her, though. There might be people that try. But we'll have to see.
We've secured the bones of Argonath. We're going to have to get some people down here to move these stones out. But are you able to do what needs to be done here?
Are we moving stones up?
Yes.
They need to be moved somewhere.
Well, I can't call an angel if you have the diamond of Mount Catath from the vaults. I can cast resurrection on Argonath. And then we can do what must be done with him.
We'll get that. We'll get that
Holy
here.
moly, yeah.
And I will likely need to go up and tell Uriel Radley to release all of the prisoners.
All right.
I guess.
I think I'm just gonna... I need to think about what's happened. I'm gonna stay here if that's okay.
Stay here as long as you need, Ophelia. We'll have a team upstairs waiting for you.
And there's a baboon and a weasel and an axbeak if you want to talk to
I think it was a tiger.
tiger.
Weasel.
A
actually.
weasel tiger eye.
Rudy and Pluto, as the two of you take Lucretia up through the catacombs, what's on your minds?
Oh, that was heavy. I'm not gonna say this out loud, but like, yeah, it's one thing killing monsters. You know, these people are misled. It's hard. It's hard to do it. Angelic creatures, celestial creatures, they're like the good guys. So even when I feel like they've been tricked and betrayed, they still are the good guys. And so it's not easy to come to terms with it. It doesn't feel like you're fighting monsters. I like killing monsters. They weren't monsters. The real monster was peer pressure.
Rudy?
Yeah, I mean, Rudy, she's seen a lot of things happen in her life, and I think she's just thinking about, as time goes on, as life goes on, people always think things and do things and have something they're just behind. Is this the worst thing Rudy's done? No. Is it the best thing Rudy's done? No. But what she believes in is creating that space that is home and safe for everyone. And I think she can stand by what she did today. Because it's not for her. It's for everybody else.
You carry Lucretia Mathias through the catacombs. There's no way that, like, the woman herself, she stands shorter than you. She's really not much more than skin and bones.
I feel like I'm kind of like I'm not like, get up there. I'm like really just leading her along.
Yeah.
And if she needs support.
And I think that, like, being able to, like, touch her, you start to realize just how frail she is physically. She's quiet, and you definitely see there's like in as you bring her up out, there's like a bit of a light that is just switched off in her. And as you come up to the cathedral sanctuary on the ground level, Uriel Radley and Elias Drexel are there. And there's a look of shock as the two of you come up with Lucretia. Wilhelm, do you come up with them?
I'm probably behind them, but yeah, I'll be heading up with them as well.
Ophelia is still back in the cave. Uriel Radley says, "By the flame, I don't believe it. You've got her alive."
Uriel, a promise was made to her, and
What do you mean? You didn't go soft on me, did you?
we brought her in alive, and we're releasing the prisoners.
Are you sure about that?
Can we release him outside of Drakkenheim? Outside the walls?
We'll bring them out of Drakkenheim and we'll release them there, and they are free to leave this place. They were working under the words of Lucretia Mathias. Their conviction was to her, and we have brought her in.
Fine. Am I free to take her back to Lumen now?
You are.
All
Can you
right.
guarantee her safety?
Oh, you betcha.
Good. She doesn't deserve to die on the way there.
It'll be up to the Flame and the Divine Matriarch to decide what she deserves now.
No harm will come to her until she...
No.
No
I
harm
have
will
every
come to her.
intention of her facing judgment.
I hope so.
Good.
Because, well, what your other soldiers were doing, we just want to make sure.
She'll be under my personal watch.
Good work, everyone.
All right. I trust you.
You did it.
Uriel, I'm glad that this is finished. I know this is something that you've been trying to do for a while. Good working together with you. And I'm gonna try to extend a hand. See if he'll...
He takes it. Likewise, Prince Jackson.
Same.
I'm
Not quite
gonna
ready
correct-
for that one
I'm not
yet.
gonna correct people yet. Yeah. Once I die,
Now.
I'm full same. A lot of statues.
I will be taking a contingent of my knights back to escort her to Lumen. Ophelia Reed will remain here, and I will be appointing one of my captains to take command and to work with you for the rest of this mission.
Who is it?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh. Was it Gloria Hackfield? Is that one of them?
Might have her in mind.
We've worked with her before.
Yeah.
She's excellent.
Very good. They will see you through. Once I've delivered Lucretia Mathias to the Divine Matriarch and seen to that, I will return here to Drakkenheim, and I will assist you with the cleanup of all the delirium here myself. The Silver Order will remain in Drakkenheim until it's done, lending you all the help and assistance you will need in cleanup efforts.
Okay.
Well done, Your Majesty.
You too, Uriel.
We did it. Uriel, is it Uriel Radley?
Yeah.
He gets his personal quest. He gets beat.
Yeah, Uriel Radley. Nice job, Uriel.
I have to say, everybody, it's been a long time coming, and you'd think it would feel better, but this feels like one of the darkest days we've had. And in this moment, I respect Lucretia Mathias' conviction to her beliefs. And I'm sorry that she had to be on the opposite side of our goals.
I agree with you. It's hard when what you see is truly good people go down a different path.
And for all we know, this isn't a battle of right and wrong.
No.
We
not
could
at
have
all.
argued all day and night about which one of us had the right beliefs, but the fact is that we're dealing with something unprecedented in this world, and we're all trying our best, and we all need to stick to our convictions, and unfortunately not everybody is going to get along the way I imagined and would have loved them to, and that's just something that I guess being a ruler teaches you. And now it's starting to become clear to me that they say heavy is the crown. And I understand that when you have to make decisions that you think are the right ones, and it goes against people that you don't want to hurt.
But the important thing is you are making decisions. Because
Yes.
you're right. We could go round in circles and circles. But if we're not making decisions, then nothing's happening.
And I agree.
All right.
And it's important that we stick to the decisions that we make, and that we're true to ourselves, and I'm glad I had you two next to me today.
You did it. You did it.
All right. I guess we should head back.
I think
Take a break.
We'll keep some people here to keep the site secure, and make sure Ophelia is okay as well. We're not just going to leave her down there by herself.
Maybe Silver Order.
Some Silver Order and some Hooded Lanterns.
We'll escort the common folk. Guess we can't call them prisoners. Out of the city. And we'll make sure that they have what they need to leave. We're forming a perimeter around the city, and civilians will no longer be admitted into Drakkenheim.
That's for the best.
Not without specific permission from the king.
We're locking the city down. It's about time we move to finish this.
Indeed. This is the beginning. This is just the start of the end. This was not easy.
And the things to come are going to be even more difficult.
Yep. They will be.
We're going to need everybody on board. We're going to need everybody on the same page.
Right then. I think you've all deserved a bit of a rest. I feel it. Once again, Your Majesty. I'm sorry for my doubt today.
It's okay. You and I should have some conversations about Eliza von Kessel being here and what that means for us. I don't know what the answer is, but I know that in my conversations with her, she had no interest in taking the crown.
We should talk with Johan.
I agree.
A contingent of hooded lanterns and Silver Order knights are posted at the cathedral as the remainder lead the defeated followers of the Falling Fire out of the city. You return to Camp Dawn, exhausted, to recuperate from your wounds and reflect on the hard-fought battle today. The energy within the camp is solemn. When you return, Johann Eisner greets you and says, I've already heard reports of what happened, Your Majesty. Your uncle had a very easy reign, right up until the last hour. I can only hope for you that the first years of your reign, you'll get all the difficulty out. All the hard stuff comes first. But I can't promise you that. And I worry, but for today, you've done well, Your Majesty.
Johann, every human being is flawed, and the most I can hope for is that I am the right person to be the ruler of Westamar. But I did not take this crown for any reason other than that I felt we needed a leader. And I felt like so many leaders before me have squandered that chance to reach out and try to unite the people around us against common goals, common threats. I'm going to do my best, and I'm glad that I have you here to guide me.
However, I don't want to cause any alarm, but did you hear from Sebastian, Bayo, and Wrath?
No, they were
Did they
supposed
help
to
you?
meet us at the cathedral
No, they couldn't.
earlier today.
Thought they were just running late and maybe missed all the excitement.
Can we get Eldrick and River to maybe attempt to locate them?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
They must, likely they went to the clock tower perhaps, or one of their other locations that they like to frequent, and
Wrath hasn't got back to me. Nothing.
they might be busy. They're capable, and again, the Academy Tower's under Academy jurisdiction. There's no reason for it to be complicated for Sebastian to visit his apartment and collect an item. So I can't see how... I wouldn't expect anything to have gone wrong. They must be somewhere.
I mean, it's Drakkenheim. Things happen.
Things do happen. Perhaps they ran amiss of some rattlings
Get
or
sidetracked, you know?
a giant scorpion. I don't know.
Certainly. I will send for River to contact them presently and find out what's going on.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Report to me once you hear of their location.
Indeed.
You guys want a drink?
Yep.
Yeah.
I go into my private tent and I pull out like a 400 gold bottle of scotch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This is not how we spend our gold. 200 maybe. 400?
This is from the private Von Kessel vaults. I grabbed it. Anyway, here you go.
Just drink it.
Just drink it.
Need something stronger than this.
You do like a full pour.
What's the whiskey? No, we're doing wine.
No, this is scotch.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. I thought you said wine.
Actually, it wouldn't be Scotch, though, because there's no Scotland to call it Scotch.
Oh.
Whiskey.
Don't you? Do you love this grain alcohol?
This is Westotch.
More.
More Westotch for us.
I feel like...
Well, what's the closest to transmit?
I mean, it could be a whiskey, but they just wouldn't call it
Stop
Scotch.
overthinking it. It's
No,
Westotch.
no, the distinctions between...
Scotch.
Because it would be like...
It's
It's the distillation methods that matter. It's where it's made, but also
what
how
is my
it's made.
$400
It's like you
bottle?
can't call it champagne unless it's from the
You're
Champagne
very
region
right.
of France.
So what is this
Otherwise-
$400 bottle of imaginary fictional alcohol?
Oh, okay. So
What's it made from?
Drac liquor.
Drac liquor.
So, but you want it to be like a
Drac
whiskey.
liqueur.
It's a
That's
whiskey.
how you say
Drac liquor.
it.
Because like you wouldn't even like because
Yeah.
like I guess in a fancy world you wouldn't even call it bourbon either because like bourbon is like yeah and like
We can call it whatever we want. West Dodge.
Durban.
Are you married to West Dodge?
No.
Because I don't think Monty's.
No, Monty's not sold on West
No,
Dodge.
he's
Liquor
not.
Drakkenheim. Liqueur. I can't say it now. Liqueur.
I guess technically like Scotch is a malt whiskey, so it would just be the neutral term for it. I guess would just be like a malt whiskey.
Yeah.
Westamar malt whiskey.
But it's from a far off
region?
place called Scotland.
Which region?
No, it's from Skye. There.
Yeah,
It's Skyland. It's
It's Skyish.
Scotch. It's Scotch.
It's Sketch.
Sketch.
Hey, you want some Scotch?
We're doing shots of Sketch.
I used to drink a lot of Scotch in my younger days.
Big day, guys. Big day. We're having a lot of Scotch tonight. $400 bottle of Scotch.
I mean, it's not the first time I've drank after a hard day. But
Oh, blur.
these are the moments where I know my soul's not all light. I feel it on these days, the darkness. There is a little light in there, and that's when I just remember to focus on that in these times.
And bury it.
Bury the light or bury the dark?
No, with the drink.
Bury the darkness. Suppress.
To suppression.
Well, I think that on that cheers, I feel like that's where we should end for today.
To suppression? To suppressing the dark
Okay,
feelings.
To the goals
No, that's good. That's
of
good.
being
Or you could have,
Drakkenheim.
if we
goodness,
want to do
something.
To achieving goals and being together in difficult times.
Making hard decisions.
And
to not killing any more angels for a while.
cheers.
Cheers.
A big thank you to our incredible cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe for playing.
And a big thank you to Kyle for all of his work behind the scenes and keeping us on track. And a big thanks as well to our game master, Monty Martin.
Yeah.
We killed a super angel tonight. So
Who almost killed us.
Who almost killed us.
just remember
All the action surges.
who's the real
We were
heroes.
surged. We surged. And a big thank you to Dwarf Forge for the wonderful terrain that you get to see in our tabletop games. The incredible miniatures by Hero Forge and WizKids, the music by Tabletop Audio, and the player character artwork by Elizabeth Perot. Go and check out some of these amazing creators and show them the support that we also get to show them.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes shirts. Check it out at bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch. And of course, if you want to bring Drakkenheim to your table, check us out at Drakkenheim.com.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in Drakkenheim.
Bye.